morning, guys. Dave Canterbury back with another Journal of the Yurt. I've got my youth instructor, Ryan Eves, here. He is actually the only youth or person under the age of 18 that's ever passed the Pathfinder Advanced class. He is now a youth instructor at the Pathfinder School. We use him whenever we have a lot of youths in classes, like at the gathering or like at basic classes here in Ohio. He is a culinary master, if that's what you want to call it. He's a certified pastry chef. He knows a lot about cooking. And I'm going to utilize him today for a video for you guys. We're going to bring a couple things into the yurt today. A bigger container, and we're going to actually bring some milk in. You could do the same thing if you had a goat that was giving you milk. You could do the same thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to make what's called farmer's cheese. And you can do something like this around a campfire, or you can do it on a stove like this. But Ryan's going to help walk us through that today. While it's raining outside, we're going to make some cheese. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Okay, Ryan, so what we've got here is we've got a pan that's capable of holding a half a gallon of milk, and we've got a thermometer. Now, if you didn't have a thermometer in a self-reliance situation, you want this milk a little under the temperature of boiling point. Is that correct?
Yes, right about where you're going to boil.
Okay, so we've got a thermometer to make sure we don't mess this up, and we're going to take it off. At what point are we going to heat this up to?
200 degrees.
200 degrees, okay. Rock and roll, brother. Oh, we could have got that half gallon in a lot smaller pan than that. That's good.
Yeah. Now we can do big batches of cheese later.
Alright. But now we're just going to let this heat up on the wood stove and wait till the temperature gets to 210 degrees. And then we're going to... 200 degrees. Okay, 200 degrees, and then we're going to yank it off, and we'll show you guys the next step in the puzzle here. Okay, so Ryan's going to stir this milk as it's heating up to make sure that we don't burn it or scorch it on the bottom, because this milk can't be burnt or scorched or this won't work. So you got to be kind of mindful of this process to make sure that that doesn't happen while you're doing it. Alright, so we got our milk about up to temperature now where we want it. And what's the next step there, Dr. Ryan?
We're going to take about 1/8 cup of vinegar and splash that in there after we take our milk off the heat, so it doesn't boil on us, and we're going to stir the vinegar so it gets evenly distributed through the milk, and the milk should start to curdle.
Now, just any vinegar or a certain kind of vinegar?
Any vinegar will work, but white vinegar, distilled white vinegar, works best.
Alright, well, let's get her done then.
Alright, here's our milk. About almost 200 degrees, which is fine. We're going to just take here and eyeball us about 1/8 cup of vinegar into our milk here, and we'll stir in and watch as the curds separate from the whey. As you can see, it's already, with just that little bit of vinegar, our curds are already starting to separate. We can go ahead and take our thermometer out so we don't get curds all over it. Just let her...
Curds and whey, didn't that come from some fairy tale or something?
I'm not sure.
I think it did.
Yeah, but I think it was used in a fairy tale. It didn't come from the
That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah. But the curds will clump up together, and then you're ready to strain.
Alright, so I've got our strainer here. Came with our pan. We got some just regular bandana material in there that we used to make char cloth with. And we're going to pour that through it to strain it.
Okay. Hold your other hand back so it'll dribble. Alright, there we go. So you get it down pretty low, just pull it up and squeeze.
Pull it up and squeeze.
Yeah.
Squeeze the cheese.
Yeah.
Who squeezed the cheese?
That's usually Jeremy's job.
That Jeremy's job to squeeze the cheese?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him he said that when he gets here.
Alright.
I'm just saying.
And squeeze it right out there, and you should have a lump of cheese. Squeeze it till
Pretty hot.
Yeah, you can dip it in the creek, kill it off.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Cool it down? Okay.
Yeah.
Got a little dirt on there.
Won't do anything.
God made dirt. Dirt won't hurt. Fine. All right, so just squeeze this thing down until all the water's out of it? Is that what we're doing? All the waves out of it?
Yeah, till it's cool and all the water's out of it. Just dunking her every couple squeezes. The more whey that you get out of the cheese,
Yeah.
the...
Uh-oh. I got a leak.
Oh dear.
I got a corner that came up on me here a little bit.
Yeah. The more whey you get out of the cheese, though, the more stable it is for storage.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So for long-term storage, you want to make sure you get all this stuff out of there as you can.
Yeah. You can add salt as a preservative as well. When you're squeezing, a little bit will squeeze out of the little nits in the cloth.
Yep.
But you're not losing much.
Okay. Getting cool.
Yeah.
And touch.
Yep. The more whey you get out, the harder your cheese will be. If you don't take as much whey out, you can also have like a spreadable cheese. So if you're gonna put your cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers?
Yeah. It's almost French, isn't it?
That's the scary part of this. Now the object of the game of this, how cool do I want to get this?
Just room temperature.
I mean, it's cool to the touch now. I mean, not cool, but it's not burning my hand or anything.
Yeah. I mean, you can also let it sit outside to cool once you get the whey out.
Just like this? Just tie this off and let it cool, or?
You can, or you can put it out on like a board or a plate, and it'll make like a lump.
Make like a lump of cheese?
Yeah.
Cheese lump?
Cheese lump, yeah. That way you can store like cheese, and you can actually put it in molds and press like
Okay.
containers down on top of it to do like cheese wheels and stuff like that.
Self-reliance cheese wheel?
Yeah. Yeah. Dip it in wax to seal it off if you're gonna do
Beeswax?
Yeah,
Good work for that? Seal it?
beeswax or paraffin.
So what, you just dip this whole chunk, this whole fat ball, you
Yeah.
dip that in wax,
Yeah, you
pull it out?
take your cloth off and dip it in wax. Like you can put it in that strainer and put some wax in your pot.
right?
Dip it right down in there and
And
get
that
it.
would preserve it.
Yep.
For how long?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Never haven't tested yet.
All right, that's fine. All right, man, I think we're almost set here, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, now what?
Now there's your cheese.
We have a cheese ball.
Here's the cheese.
So now this is edible as it is right now.
Yep, and that's curds. You can salt it, pepper it. I usually salt and pepper it, but
Well, let's take this back to the yurt and test it out.
alrighty.
Camera's on. Okay, so here we sit in the Pathfinder yurt. Jeremy Janey just showed up, brought us our package since he's a mailman. We've got the new Pathfinder trade knife here that's going to be made by Habilis Bush Tools. We're just looking it over, and it is a beauty. I'd love to show you a close-up of it, but I can't do that yet, unfortunately. So you have to look at it from here. Tease, tease, tease. It's a beautiful piece of work by Habilis Bush Tools. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be our new common man knife. This thing will sell retail for about $100, and it is a beautiful knife for sure. 5-inch blade, a little over an 1/8 of an inch thick. It looks like sweet, sweet. Anyway, back to the curds and whey. Okay, so Goldilocks has went outside and brought our Goldilocks went outside and brought our cheese in now. So we've wrung the whey out of it like we showed you over in the creek. We've let it cool down outside to room temperature now. We're to outside temperature, which is probably in the 60s at the moment. January the 25th in southern Ohio. Hate to see that. But we're going to go ahead and try some of this cheese. It's edible right now. So we're going to see what she tastes like. Pass me a chunk. Pass Jeremy a chunk. Let's see what we got here, boys. I hear this tastes like mozzarella. I wouldn't know because I never tried it. About to find out. Wow.
You use a little salt.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of a vinegary no taste to it, but a little salt mixed into that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Salt,
not,
maybe some
not too far
paprika.
from mozzarella.
No, that's not too far from mozzarella at all.
How long did the whole process take?
About 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't take very long. Once we got the water heated up to temperature, and that was what took the longest time on the wood stove, was get the milk heated up to the right temperature. Once we got that, he poured the vinegar in it, instantly curdled. As soon as he poured the vinegar in there, stirred it for like a minute maybe. We took it outside and strained it off over the creek.
That's cool.
Rock and roll, huh?
Can't beat that.
So you can mix anything into this, Ryan? You could mix any kind of seasoning you want into this?
Yeah, your seasonings, vegetables. You can even put bacon in it if you really wanted to.
And then we could take this ball out of here, which basically right now is just a big ball of cheese.
Yeah.
Put it in that strainer, dip it in beeswax and pull it out, and we have preserved block of cheese we can take on the trail. Or,
you want to mix a little salt in it while it's still melted,
okay.
and then you can take it on the trail if you dip it in beeswax.
Wow, that's the bomb, man.
That is.
That is the bomb. Well, hope you guys have enjoyed this segment of Journal of the Yurt, making farmer's cheese. Quick and easy recipe, easy to do. If you got a goat, you got milk. If you don't have a goat, you can buy milk, trade for milk, barter for milk, whatever you got to do. A little bit of vinegar, boom, baby, curds and whey, instant cheese. Good to go. We'll be back with another video as soon as we can. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your views. I appreciate everything you do for the Pathfinder School and for my family. Thank you very much.